Good evening, friends. Now I am going to tell you about the LEACH protocol installation in NS2.35. So this is developed in the year 2000. So many compilers have been changed till date. So it is tough to install in current compiler that powers the current NS2. So this video will make you to comfortably install LEACH protocol called as MIT uAMPS. This video will make you comfortably install LEACH protocol which will be called as MIT uAMPS in NS version 2.35 under Ubuntu 14.04. I have successfully deployed this. I will show you the steps how to do this installation. So very first thing is after you install Ubuntu, first command you are going to plan to give is sudo apt-get update. So this means first you try to update all the packages. So once it gets updated, you have to install some packages. Now in my Ubuntu I have already installed all the packages, which is already ready. But anyhow, for the betterment of your understanding, I'll just help you out. First command is sudo apt-get update. Second will be sudo apt-get install build-essential auto configuration to make libxmu-dev, and since GCC 4.4 G++ 4.4. So these many commands you need to install it. So for example, if I copy this and I paste it here, so sudo apt-get install build essential autoconf automake libxmu GCC G++ 4.4. so these two packages are mandatorily needed for compiling this LEACH protocol, because the current version of GCC will be 4.8 now. So since LEACH was developed in the year 2000, the recommended GCC compiler at that time is GCC 4.3. But since 4.3 is not available in the Synaptic package manager, it will be very tedious for ordinary users to install in Ubuntu. So I am just used GCC 4.4 in that case to compile LEACH protocol. So for this purpose you have to install this. But for all other developmental works, these packages is enough in Ubuntu. Whether you want to develop any Perl, TCL, TK and C++ applications, those things, these 4 packages are enough. That is build essential, autoconf, automake and libxmu. And apart from that we are adding 2 more. So since I have already installed it, so since all the packages I have already done it, but those who are trying for the first time, you will get some amount of 30 MB of software will be downloaded. So that will cost you around 70 MB of space in your hard disk. So once it is done, now we will come to our NS2 installation. Now assuming that I don't have an NS2 installation now, so I will be installing it fresh now. So I have a NS all-in-one 2.35 tar.gz package, and I have a NS LEACH 2.35 tar.gz, and I have a LEACH setup. So first thing is what I do is I will unzip this, and I will first install you the step for NS2. So first what I do is the command will be tar zxvf ns all-in-one 2.35.tar.gz. So this is my first step to install, to unzip the entire package of NS all-in-one. I am unzipping it. So unzip the NS all-in-one package. Command is tar zxvf ns all-in-one tar.gz. So once you do this, this will be unzipping everything, and if you have any errors here after unzipping it, so you may, that would have been corrupted when you download the package. So ensure that it is free from errors. Okay, so once it is done, when I check the folder name, I have a new folder called as NS hyphen all-in-one 2.35 is created. So now I just go inside this folder NS all-in-one 2.35. Inside this folder I have all these libraries. So far I didn't patch any in this leach protocol, but before that I need to do a slight change that my NS2 can give an error in a file called as ls.h. So there is a file ls.h link state file. So it is there in the NS2.35 link state folder. So this file there could be in line number 137, for example. So this is the line number 137. You can see this here. Here instead of this erase, I need to use this dot erase, because this dot erase will be giving a usually a compiling error. So to avoid this, I can give a this dot erase here. So this is the only change I need to do when I go for any NS2 installation. This is not for leach. This is mainly for NS2 installation. Okay, now I close this. So change erase to this dot erase in NS 2.35 / link state / ls.h file. So once it is done, we are ready now. So before that, I'll go into my folder all-in-one hyphen 2.35. Yes. Okay. So now this link state file we have already changed it. Now we'll go for our installation of leach protocol. Installation of leach in NS 2.35. So I have referred from so many blogs and have got so many queries from my students, from the research scholars across the world, that they want to install this leach protocol. So I have also searched in many of the websites, so many of the local Indian websites also. So based on their inputs and then based on the original source code inputs, I will be compiling this for NS 2.35. So what I have done is I have created a file called as a tar file. I have created for the betterment of the users. Say go to my home. So here I have given the file called as ns-leach 2.35.tar.json. I have given the file. So what they have to do is, first you need to and I have given a leach setup file. So first I'll open the leach underscore setup file. So this is a shell file. You can see that this is a shell file. If you are not having any knowledge on shell file, please try to learn the basics of shell. And in this case, what I'm doing is first the command will be I'm unzipping the leach protocol, and then I go inside the folder and copy the files from the corresponding folder to the original location of NS2. So NS2 is a separate software and leach is a separate software. Now I am going to replace some files of original NS2 with my own files, or with the leach specified files, and also some of the files in NS2 the leach protocol is modifying some files, so I need to replace those files also. So for that this setup contains all the copy pastes. Okay, so first thing is you need only one thing. So sh leach hyphen setup.h, there is a very simple command to do with. So sh, to run the command, sh leach hyphen setup.sh. So only thing is this leach hyphen setup.sh and this tar.gz, this leach protocol, both should be in the same folder. So in that case it will do the method. That's it. So it is very simple as that. So it almost unzip it, it almost copy everything to the NS2 folder. So for example, if you want to see whether it is really copied and pasted or not, so I will go inside this folder. So now I am in this folder now. Home, Pradeep Kumar, NS all-in-one 2.35, 2.35. Here you can see that there is a folder called as MIT. So in this MIT we have this protocol uAMPS. So we have all the everything is been set automatically. So now what I do is I come to my home. So this is my home now, /home/Pradeep Kumar. Now as users of this leach protocol, I have been struggling this for more than half a day, and I have tried to find a method to compile in NS 2.35. So Further, what I have done is I have done so many changes based on the errors what I got in through Leach, and so many other websites they tell about so many errors, blah blah. So what I have done is I have clarified or have corrected all the errors which the users are encountered, and I have made the users to do some changes because willingly or unwillingly they have to do it, but still that also can be automized, but I don't have enough time to do that. But if you are planning to, you can use it. So one thing is I am telling you, so in the NS all-in-one, in the MIT package, the uAMPS, in this folder I have some files called as so not here yes, so I have some files, NS-LEACH, NS-MTE, NS-STAT cluster, stats.tcl, another file. So for example, if you use stats.tcl, not this, so here inside this cd sims, here I have some file, yes correct, here these are the files. So now I am inside this folder MIT uAMPS sims, that is a simulator thing, and I have this statclass.tcl file. So there are these 4 tcl files, leach-c, leach, MTE, statclass and uAMPS. So these are the 4 tcl files. So first what you do is you open all the tcl files, leach-c.tcl. So this step is very important, because if you don't do this step, it will throw errors frequently. So just only there are 5 tcl files to be corrected. So all the 5 tcl files are opened. See, now you can see here you may be having something like this. Here source you will be having earlier, I mean before, if you compile this, it will be having like this env of uAMPS folder or something. I don't know exactly what was that uAMPS folder / ns-leach.tcl. So earlier this was a folder like this. So I think it is not folder, it is something else, but this environment, this variable will be pointing to this NS-LEACH. But in my case I have covered into /home/Pradeep Kumar, but still I can automate this, but there is no other way as of now. So please do this. So suppose if your home is something, for example, suppose if you have done something on home NS2, then you can use home NS2, or if you have done something on home KKR, then you can use home KKR. If you have done home John, so then you can use it. So advisable is whatever is the username, the corresponding username, you can run it in the home. But only that when you install NS2 in your home, this step will be shooting fine. But if you install elsewhere, so suppose some of you would have installed the NS2 under the OPT folder, for example OPT, so those people, you can use this path like this. So in my case now, this is what my folder name. So this is in leach.tcl. In leach-c.tcl also we have 2 paths to be set, NS-LEACH and NS-LEACH-c. And in MTE also I need to use one path here, NS-MTE. Similarly in the stat class also I need to have 3 paths, so I need to use it. In uAMPS I need to have 4 paths. So please ensure that all these places you just correct your path information. So if the path is wrong, then everything else is wrong. So though you can compile your leach code, but you cannot execute it. But this is the most 95% of the users asking comment on the errors only for this path information. And for example, the same place you can have another path information also, that could also be lead to some errors. I'll tell you. This is in the NS all-in-one, NS 2.35 TCL mobility. Inside the mobility also we have the same files here, leach, MTE, stat class and leach-c. So these are the 4 files. Anyway, I'll just mention those files. 4 files, the path have to be updated as per the user installation folder. So one is leach.tcl, leach-c.tcl, mte.tcl, and another will be stat class.tcl. because some of the leech code will try to take the file from a particular folder. The folder name is like this, MIT slash uAMPS slash sims. Okay, here, here is there is one path. The other path will be NS 2.35 TCL slash mobility. So what you do is you do once you do all the changes in all the 4 files, either in this location or in this location, and copy all the 4 files in the other location also, because both the files are almost same, they are same. So what you do is these 4 files, change the path as per your requirement, and then put it and paste it in this folder as well as in this folder. So even this also can be automized based on the shell script, but I didn't do it. Maybe in the future version I will try to do that. Okay, so this is very important. So this is a very important step, so please ensure that you did this before you compile it. Okay, so now our job is done. So now I go to home. So whenever you want to go to home in Linux, you type cd and press enter. So wherever you could be, it will just take you to the home, because the home is a place that we do install all the software. So now what I do is I go inside NS all-in-one 2.35. Now I have done the changes. I have copied the NS complete the leach files. Now I need to install it. Okay, so I am just going for this installation. So this installation will take anywhere between 5 to 5 to 10 minutes based on the speed of your machine. So we will not get any errors during this installation, because I already tested this before I record this video. So you will not get any errors. But even if in case if you get any error, you need to correct that. So please ensure that you just change. First thing is this also to be changed. Change erase to this dot erase in NS 2.35 link state folder. So this change you have to do it. Then installation of leach you do it by running this leach setup, and then change all the path information in these 4 files. That's all. Just only there are 4 steps. If you complete all these 4 steps, then leach will be installing in NS 2.35 successfully. So if you have any queries related to your NS2, you can always refer my website nsnam.com, and I am Pradeep Kumar, working in NS2 for the past 10 years or so. So I have done so many compilations. Users are trying to request me about the source codes, applications, compiling stuff. Now currently I have my own work and I am doing my own work. I work as a prof. So what I do nowadays is if you have any source code and if you are difficult in compiling that in NS2 or in any kind of Linux, you can give it to me, so that I will compile it and let you know the results. So that's what I am doing it now. But sometimes students ask me source codes. So if I have the source code, if I search in net, if it is available, I will compile it, give it to them. But I am not doing extensive work like I did 5 years back. So I am not doing it. Also I am learning this NS3 also now. So if you have any queries related to it, so you can refer my website nsnam.com. It is actively maintained by me alone. So regular information will be provided related to NS2, in future about NS3 also. I'll come back to you after the installation is over. Yeah, so now NS2 installed successfully. We'll just go and see this. Here somewhere else it will show you a statement NS all-in-one package has been installed successfully. So now what do I do is please put this much path into your path environment. So what, just right click over it, copy, and the path, since it is Ubuntu 14.04, so we need to copy in the inside the home folder. We have a folder called as bash rc. Please remember it is .bash rc. There is no name of the file, only the extension, and this file will be hidden file. So once you open this file, so I already have set the path here. So this will be the statement, export path equal to $path : So please ensure that you do not give any blank space in between within this line. After export, give a blank space. After that, no blank space. No blank space after the colon. This is the file separator, field separator. So after the field separator, you need not have any blank space. If any blank space is there, even your Linux will not boot. And another path also given here. Here this is the path. LD library path environment. So first this is a statement, export space LD underscore library underscore path equal to, and these two spaces. So this will be one and this will be one. So there is a comma, but we have a field separator called as colon only. So give this and don't give any blank space again here. So once this is over, the path information has been set. And since if you are a new user, just restart or log out and log in back to read this, else you can use this command to run, because we have made some changes in the file, in the bash.c file, and if you want to execute that file, you can use the command source means the corresponding file will be executed. So home Kumar .bash.c, this file will be executed. So when I type ns, then it works fine. When I type nam, it pops up. Okay, so now our purpose is not this, and we need to use LEACH protocol now. Now for running LEACH protocol, they have given a example in the file called as cd tcl ex. I'll open this file, LEACH setup file. I'll open it again. So in the LEACH setup file, you can see that there is a file called as wireless.tcl. Wireless.tcl, there is a file. So this file they have given as an example for this LEACH protocol. So this file they are copying it to NS2.35 tcl/ex. In this folder the file is being copied. So we need to run this file. But for that NS they have given again for LEACH protocol, there is a still more easier version to handle this. So go to this folder NS2.35. We have a folder called as LEACH test underscore test, LEACH underscore test. So here this is the LEACH underscore test, because for running a LEACH protocol you need to set some initial parameters. So these parameters have been specified inside this LEACH underscore test file. So for example, you can see the algorithm I am going to use LEACH, or if you want you can use LEACH-c. There are two protocols are given, LEACH and LEACH-c. So you just read about the documentation about the LEACH and the LEACH-c. Now first let me go with the LEACH, and it creates a directory. There will be output directory which called as mit/leach underscore sims. So this will be the output directory, and the file name will be this. And to run this, we need how many number of nodes? There are 100 nodes. This file is already available inside this. So when you download this from my website, you will get these files also. And number of clusters is 5, and initial energy is 2, and energy values is given, and the stop timing is 3600 seconds. X and Y of the field will be 1000 cross 1000 meters, and the base station location is 50, 175. X axis is 50, and number of nodes will be 101. 100 plus 1 we have to give. So now we have this is a file to run. So ns/tcl/ex wireless.tcl space. What is the scenario? Which scenario you want to execute that is a node scenario, and what is the routing protocol, the algorithm what you are going to use. The algorithm what we are going to use is LEACH. What is X and Y? 1000 cross 1000. Number of nodes is 101. The stop time is 3600. The energy, the initial energy will be 2. What is the file name, directory name, topology file, number of clusters is how much, base station X and Y, the location, and the file name dot error. So if it encounters any error, if this wireless.tcl encounters any error, that will be put in the error file, else it will be put in the out file. So since the algorithm we are using is LEACH, so the file could be either leach.er or leach.out. If it is successful, we will get leach.out. If it is failure, we will get leach.er, because the file name decides that. The file name is, what is file name? So based on that we get our C. The file name will be the algorithm. So algorithm is nothing but LEACH here, LEACH. So you will be getting leach.er and leach.out if you are running LEACH protocol. If you are running leach-c, you will get leach-c.er, leach-c.out. Okay, I will run first with leach protocol. So what I do is I'll come here, simply I'll type leach, the command will be dot slash leach high underscore test. If I run this, that's it. It will not tell you any errors or anything, but everything will be formed. So you can check it here. Again I open this file, gedit. So in this, the directory name is mit leach underscore sims. So now in this command I will just go mit leach underscore sims. So here you can see this, you have all these files. So you can see leach.out, leach dot r, like this. So first I will try to print this, what this each contains. So gedit leach.olt. So here is the leach.out. So creating sensor nodes. So if you have such information, then it is understandable that your leach is working fine, and the total energy is 2.29 at this at this time, and the total alive data will be 4, and this is one protocol. And let us see, we will go with the error also if it is any error, because sometimes the value will be printed but you can get some errors. So no, so initially the list head is done, sorting list done, so no such error is there. But earlier there was huge number of errors. I have corrected everything. Now it's working fine. Okay, so this is leach.out. Now I will use leach-c. The same way here. So you need to run this leach-test. Yeah. Okay, so now it's done. Now what I do is I need to use the again mit leach. Now I will check for leach-c, because I have done it leach-c, leach-c dot out, and here is the leach-c dot out, and we have set this here. So no energy information as such. So you just read the algorithm of leach-c, and let's see if there are any errors. No errors. But earlier you would have got so many errors in leach-c. No errors. Not only this, we have other information also. Leach alive, leach data, leach energy. So these things, and leach save 1, save 2. So all per files are relevant to leach protocol. And here is the leach at 1.099, and this will be the leach C, and this is the leach.data file, and this is the leach.data, and leach.energy will be this file, and leach.save 1. So what is it been saved? So what is the first saved data? So this will be the energy time, and leach save 2 will be, so you have this. So just read this entire documentation so that you understand more about leach protocol. So to run leach protocol, go to this folder. So cd ns all in one -2.35 /ns 2.35. Inside that, run this leach underscore test. Once done, go to the folder cd mit /leach underscore sims. Here open the file leach.out or anything with the name leach. Change the ALG value to leach-c in the leach underscore test for running leach-c protocol. That's it. So I have given the elaborate information on leach. For any doubts, refer snam.com. Shortly this video will be published there. Thank you.